Hello, I'm Stuart Bloor. Perch fishing this week, my favourite species, but before we go bankside, Park Hall was invaded by media, both local and national, as England took on Wales. We had a fantastic day there, showing the game on the big screens with Sky Sports, BBC 5 Live, Central News, ITV News, Shropshire Star, Oswestry Advertiser, to name just a few, all in attendance. And the photographs that you've seen while I've been talking, they were taken on the day. Anyway, let's get to a pool in Shropshire and see how it goes after my favourite species, the perch. Second cast of the afternoon and my first fish. You know when you've got one of these on, don't you? Fantastic, as I've said many times on my videos and in my blog, my favourite species. Don't know what yours is, but this for sure is mine. Well, I've definitely got a shoal of these out there in front of me. As is often the case, they're the same size. They were born together, they've grown up together, and now they're being caught together. And I'm not complaining about that. This isn't a perch. I've got a dense bed of weed in front of me. Not a major problem. I'll be able to get fish through it. But I'm fishing £6 line, and that's why. Well, I always fish £6 line, this type of fishing, but that's why. Well, I was right, it wasn't a perch. I wasn't expecting this either. I thought it might have been a tench. A little pike. I'll be fishing for these later in the year, of course, but for now, here's an unexpected one that's turned up. And the reason why I've only been fishing once this week is because I've been in Scotland with the New Saints on a pre-Champions League camp. While we were there, we took on both Aberdeen and Hearts. Both of them put out full strength teams. They were tough encounters for the New Saints, but nevertheless good challenges to set us up for the Champions League, which is coming very, very soon. And as with the first clip, what you've seen on the screen while I've been talking, they were taken up there while we were based at St Andrews. Let me show you my rig. Very simple. I'm fishing a quiver tip rod, £6 line, as I've already said. That goes right the way through to the hook, and of course you need a hook length, so I've created that very, very simple setup. That's a small shot, and of course you can see the bead there. That's an elongated one that will slot over the shot. Then I've got 1/3 of an ounce lead. That's free running, of course. Hook length of about 8 inches, and the business end, which I'm fishing with a worm, and a size 8 Drennan Super Specialist. Very, very simple setup, but it works. It's great to tinker with things and to develop rigs, but my philosophy is keep it simple at first and only start to mess and tinker if you need to. And of course, as far as bait's concerned, you need more than something just on the hook. And I'm fishing with brown crumb, dead red maggots and live ones as well, mixed in, putting them out there. I've got a fair depth of water in front of me, so I'm making the balls of bait fairly stiff so that they get down to the bottom quickly. Lots of small fish showing, lots of small fish topping, hence that's why the pike took an interest in the swim. But I know that I'm getting fish to feed on the deck where I want them. And of course, while I was there, I had opportunity to have a little stroll around. I took my binoculars, I saw my first eider duck of the year. That's 114 species so far, for 2016. My birding list is plodding along nicely, slowly but surely. And birding is like life. I hadn't seen an eider duck at all so far this year, and then as soon as I arrived on the shore at St Andrews, there were dozens of them. It's all about being in the right place at the right time. It's all about location. And of course, although I'm not into it myself, St Andrews is world famous as the home of golf. So I had to take a walk along the Royal and Ancient Golf Club, as it's known. It certainly was an experience. Lots of golfers on there from around the world, and you could tell just from how excited they were that for many of them it was the pilgrimage of a lifetime. And although, as I say, I'm not interested in the game myself, I could certainly share in their excitement and enthusiasm as they ticked off probably the bucket tick list of a lifetime. I just switched the camcorder on a second or two too late. I was retrieving my worm, and right on the edge of that weed bed that I referred to earlier, a pike took it. I had it on for perhaps 10 seconds or so, and you know what? It's bit through the hook. Sorry, it's bit through the line. I landed this one. Not a pike though, it's a perch. I don't always show every fish to the camera. Got some weed on it there. I don't always show every fish to the camera when I'm doing this type of fishing, and they're not particularly big ones, but I haven't caught one for a while, so I thought I'd better keep the film, the video updated with some fish. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the video this week. As always, check out the written blog, lots of photographs in there, of course, and more that accompanies the video. You can find that here on YouTube in the comments box. And why not connect with me on Facebook? You'll find in the written blog a link to my Facebook page and my Twitter account. I've also got a personal Facebook as well. Feel free to add me on there. Out and about yourself this week. Tight lines, whatever you're up to, enjoy, and I'll be back next Saturday.